The children are somewhat subdued as they leave. I'm not sure what that says. When I was pastoring at Chambers and we would dismiss the children right before children's church, there was this glorious stampede out of the sanctuary, and I never quite knew how to take that as the pastor, considering the next part of the service was my sermon, and there was all this joy as everybody ran out. So the children here must be that much more spiritually mature than the kids. No. Thank you, Justin and Pastor Hannah. I should be careful to qualify that way, thinking of them this morning more as parents than pastors. But thank you for the privilege of being able to share this morning, and thank you for that last song. As we were singing, I just found myself feeling gripped by the wonder of God's favor and His grace for us. It is amazing, isn't it? You think you were excited, Mom and Dad, church family, about what happened here on the stage this morning? Think about how much more infinitely glad our Father in heaven is when we do such things and we make such commitments. And the message that I want to share with you here in just a moment, it's really important, I think, to hear this message in light of the wonder of God's favor and grace, to understand what it means to dedicate a child or to dedicate ourselves to the Lord is properly understood in a spirit of wonder and awe for His favor and grace upon us. I don't know how many of you know, but this weekend or this week, I'm not sure the exact date, was Pastor Hannah and Pastor Justin's anniversary. 11th anniversary, by the way. Let's celebrate with them. I'm pretty sure I saw an email from Pastor Justin that said, in celebration of our anniversary, you get extra 10 minutes for every year we were married. So even though it's 11:07 and you're typically done at 11:30, we ought to be out of here by 12:30 or so, I think. So thank you for that. I may have saw that email. I'm not sure. Again, I want to celebrate with each of the parents and the decision that you made to very formally dedicate your child to God. I know that from the day you knew that baby was conceived and you were praying for that child, that you have been dedicating that child to God. And since that child was born, you've been dedicating that child to God. But for the formal commitment you made today, I celebrate and rejoice with you. A baby dedication, a child dedication, baby dedication is first and foremost about the child, right? I know as a pastor, I got to the point where I stopped holding on to the baby because it seemed like there was an allergic reaction or something. The tears would, come out. But it was always fun to try to see the reaction of the child. And it really centers on the child. Those of you who have had children or are grandparents will be able to relate to this, but I found something really interesting happen. Both Carmen and I are firstborn. And so, there's just something about firstborn children for parents. But the moment that we